Like a big ass dam over there. Beavers and shit.
This is day 8 of exploring every beach on the Central Coast.
Today I'm at Tallow Beach. I'm actually really excited for this one. One, because I haven't actually been to Tallow Beach before. I have tried to get here, but last time this road wasn't here. It was like a 4-wheel drive track and you couldn't get up it, especially not in the shaggin' wagons. Before, it would have been maybe like a 500-meter walk. So I've driven all the way down right to this gate here, and Tallow Beach is just down there. Let's go. And if you want to come check it out for yourself, that's the road you have to come down, Hawkhead Drive, and then you want to head down Tallow Beach Fire Trail. And just back up on that road, there is a really good lookout I'm going to check out on the way back. But look at this, I'm only 20 meters in and there's a lookout right here. Mate, have a go at that. I thought I had already found some of the best lookouts on the Central Coast already, but clearly I was mistaken. Check this shit out. I'll tell you what though, it is really chilly this morning and I'm regretting not bringing a coffee with me, but I'll have to get one on the way back. Cruising down that little road to get to the car park and there was all these oldies. I don't know what they were doing, if they were on some sort of tour or whatever, but there was a bunch of older people, all had their hiking gear on, and I'm just pumping R&B, cruising, and they're all just like looking at me like, who the hell is this guy? Little disclaimer guys, the most important one, no dogs down here unfortunately. I didn't realise that you can actually access Lobster Beach from this walkway. There's a little sign back there that says Lobster Beach, so if you want to go there, you can go back up that way. I did that beach the other day, you might have seen it. That was a pretty cool beach too. But I think most people would generally like to park closer to the beach than have to walk all the way, unless you're just an absolute hiking freak and you enjoy hiking long distances for absolutely no reason at all. Then go ahead, be my guest. It's probably a long shot, but I'm really hoping, fingers crossed, that there's a little cafe that serves coffee and shit down at the beach. Probably not. They're spraying us. They're fucking spraying us again. G'day, shaggers.
How are you?
Happy Friday, guys. Have the best day. How'd you go, guys? Go for a swim?
No.
Too cold?
No.
Hey, how's it going? It's getting pretty steep, and I guess these hikes are never supposed to be easy, especially when you're trying to get to a really cool, secluded location like this. And you might be wondering, why am I holding my arm like a fucking chicken wing? It's because I'm supposed to still be in a sling for another 3 weeks, but I've fucking had enough, okay? I've had enough. This walk is actually so beautiful. Being able to look up at that cliff face and just see all the trees in the mountain there is so cool. I haven't seen any other place on the coast that has this kind of view. If there were 2 words to describe it, I would say Jurassic Park. And even though the trail down is actually quite steep and probably a little bit far, it's actually done really well. It's all super flat, so it's not going to be that hard coming up. It's not like you're going to be tripping over big boulders and having to pull yourself up from tree roots and stuff. All right, guys, look at this, man. It's amazing. Almost at the bottom. It's times like this when you just look around and you think, you know what? We live in the best country in the world. When you're looking at this, you just really appreciate what we have here. We have the best beaches by far, hands down. And honestly, looking around at all this landscape just really opens your eyes to how great our country really is. Okay, so I've got to the entry of the beach here, but just over here, I'm gonna go and check it out. I think it's a campground because I can see a little tent there. Bro, how about this for a camping ground? Look how nice it is. My camera's a bit blurry, but just over there's a little outhouse. But look how good this camping ground is. I tell you what, I'm not the biggest camper. Actually, I don't really camp at all. Probably like 3 times in my entire life. But if I am gonna camp, I'm definitely gonna come check that place out because that looks sick. Here we are, shaggers. Tallow Beach. You can't say that we don't live in the best country when we have this as our goddamn backyard, bro. Look at it. What about this one, boys? They've upgraded. Look at these guys. They've even got a ridge in there. Hey? I wonder if they chucked a ridge reduction on their rafters down here. Look at this. They've got a hip over here. They've got a fucking hip and valley roof, boys. No way. Absolutely outstanding job, boys. I love your work. Got the bro down there with his kids, having a fish, having a swim, just absolutely loving life. Why is my nose so red already? Anyway, I'm just walking up to this north end here to get a better look at this cliff face because I think it's going to look massive from underneath. I think I found where everybody's been getting their driftwood to build their little huts. Look at this. It's like a big ass dam over there. Beavers and shit. I generally love exploring and climbing over rocks and stuff like that, but judging off all the waves and I don't know, it just looks really sketchy, so I'm not going to be going around that cliff face. But yeah, I guess if you want to come practice your rock climbing, this looks like a pretty good little spot. Beginner kind of stuff. Lots of ledges that are easy to grab onto, so maybe if you want to come practice some rock climbing or bouldering, come down here, guys. I'm feeling like the south end is just going to be kind of similar to this end. There's really not much there, just a lot of rock face and a little cliff. So I'm going to head back up now and try and find this lookout I was speaking about earlier. I was also just thinking, obviously that campground is there. That explains why I've seen all those hikers and everything with their bags and their boots and everything, because they've all been camping down here. Obviously, duh. You dumb cunt. You know what? I was just having another look at this house and I'm just realising the boys are fucked up here. They've clearly not done their set out length common rafter properly, and there's not even a single creeper rafter in there. Matter of fact, don't get me started on the framework or the noggins. They're non-existent. That's not even close to Australian standards, and I will be taking this up with the board. You know what? I actually do miss swinging hammers, but it got to a point where I was working about 6 days a week. I was just living to work, so I just stopped enjoying it the way that I did when I first started. I feel like now I might go back to it. Even if I just did a couple of days here and there, I probably wouldn't say no, because, you know, 2 or 3 days a week would be fine. So if anyone needs help doing a bit of chippy work, let me know. Just pay me cash and I'm good to go. Honestly, out of all the beaches that I've done so far on the coast, this is by far got to be right up there with one of my favorites. Just look at it. And another thing, if you guys want to come down here, this would be the perfect spot for a romantic picnic. I think at heart, I'm a bit of a romantic and I always would love to go on a picnic, but just never have. But I think this would be a really great spot to do that. So if you guys have got a missus or you want to take someone on a date, come down here and have a picnic. Also, just in case you're wondering, which you probably are, it's about a 10 to 15 minute walk down to the beach. So I've come back up. I didn't realise, but I've actually driven past the lookout. I'm not going back there. I will say though, there's another track just off here somewhere and there's some Aboriginal land carvings. So I think maybe I'll go back another day and check those out. That's it for today, guys. See you on the next one.